Today on Carissa slowly makes over every room in the house, we are doing the playroom. Thank you to my friends at Benjamin Moore for partnering up with me to make some of my Pinterest dreams come to life. That was a quick look at some of my planning process, but here is a brief history of the room. We moved in a couple years ago and have done some band-aid fixes just to make the room a little bit nicer in the meanwhile. We've changed the trim out in our entire house, painted the doors, I painted all of the walls in this room. About a year ago, my dad and I hung up this peel and stick vinyl wallpaper, and that was the last time I did anything to the room until I cleaned out the playroom closet. And I will link that video down below if you missed it. And that's what led me here, wanting to organize the playroom and make it the best that it could be. Before I jump in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more makeovers like this. That brings us up to now, and here's what we're starting with. Goals for the room: I want to brighten the space up as much as possible, and I want to do some really cool, unique things in here. Add some seating for me to work while the girls are playing, and some very cute but functional organization. Facebook find of the day: I got this little Pottery Barn kids table on Facebook Marketplace for $30, probably a couple $100 normally. It just had some crayon and different color marks on it, but we're getting off with some Barkeeper's Friend, and it looks good as new. This is kind of day one, kind of not. I've moved things around and kind of out of the way to get ideas for different things I've been measuring for what's going over here. I'm actually going to be selling this unit. I picked it up for $10. I'm going to sell it for a little bit more. Oh, that's someone wanting to buy it. Perfect. Okay. So that's how the Facebook Marketplace in our town works. It's so quick. So today is kind of clearing things out to get an idea. I just want a blank space in here so that I can better picture what's gonna go down in this room. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of stumped on a few areas. So we will figure it out together. Alright, back for a riveting Friday night of cabinet assembling. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what kind of setup I wanted to do for the toys on this wall, and I'm still unsure. But at this point, I need to assemble things to figure out if it's what I like. So this is the Ivar system from IKEA. I've got two of the cabinets that I want to do something really cool with. But what I'm trying to decide is if I actually like the shelving that I have. I'm contemplating getting rid of all of these shelves and just doing 3 mounted cabinets. So what I'm gonna do is assemble these cabinets, see if I like it, if I want another one, what the situation is. If I don't do these shelves though, oh my gosh, it took me so long to get a hold of them at IKEA. Whew, let's go. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how you feel about furniture assembling. I'm going to be doing a lot of it in this video. You'll see that later with the sofa. I don't hate it. It feels a little bit like a puzzle to me, and I like the sense of accomplishment at the end. These are the same cabinets that we used in our DIY dining room built-in, so I was a little bit familiar with them. That didn't stop me from getting really confused on the back piece and why it didn't line up. I chose these cabinets because they come unfinished, so they're really customizable. I wanted that flat face on the front, and you can actually mount them up on the wall so you still have the space underneath and they look really modern and clean. You can paint them, you can stain them, so you can do some pretty cool things to these cabinets, and I will show you what I came up with in a minute. Okay, that took me way longer than it should have because I got thrown off by the back and I figured it out. Anyways, this is what it would look like inside of the two shelves. Now I'm deciding whether I just want to do cabinets on their own or if I want to do the cabinet in the shelving piece and whatnot. So I think because this camera is about to die, I'm going to put together the other cabinet off camera because you don't need to see that exciting process again, and then we need to make some decisions tonight. Don't worry though, I will show you the fun, exciting part of what I'm going to be doing to these cabinets because I'm not leaving them all just plain like this. Night 2 of all the fun. I've got left now, what I've decided to do is I have 2 cabinets. I exchanged everything that I just took back for another cabinet. So guess what I get to do tonight? I can already tell that I love this look so much better. I'm gonna have 3 cabinets up on the wall. It's gonna be like a clean look of them all. And like I said, I have something fun that I am doing here. There's your hint. All right, I wanna go ahead and get these hung up on the wall before we take on the painting. I can actually take the cabinet part off when I go to paint. I just want to see what it looks like. I did one thing out of order. Let me look. Problem solved. Well, that was a workout, but totally worth it. Only made trickier by the fact that I am lacking 2 extra arms. Look how clean it is. It just looks so nice. These cabinets come with these kind of gaps between the doors like this. You can adjust them if you want. I think I might in the end go back, but that's what you're seeing there. Looking good. Just FYI, this is why I always keep scraps from other projects. This is the piece of hardware that the pole actually came with, which does not fit through my wood, too small. So I had these extras lying around from a different knob, and this is the size that I actually needed. Finally onto one of the fun parts, what I've been waiting to do all day. This is the color that will be going on, not all, but part of the cabinet, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. This is Chantilly lace by Benjamin Moore, and this is the color that will be going on the wall, but it's just in a different sheen. I have heard so much about this color. I've wanted to try it for years. Hold your breath, because I'm just going to freehand this here and see how it goes. For those of you who are always concerned, I officially added a drop cloth for you guys. So have no fear, the carpet is fine. It's always been fine anyway, but now it's extra fine. Okay, I can already tell I want the other brush, and I'm tired of this one. Oh my goodness. A huge thank you to my friends at Benjamin Moore for sponsoring today's project. I have been pinning away and dying to try some of their paint colors in our house for years. This fun but aesthetically pleasing playroom felt like the perfect project to dive in and try them out. They have such beautiful and premium quality paint. Everything went on so smoothly. So this being an interior room, I went with the Regal Select line. And like I said here, this is the color Chantilly lace that I'm using on the cabinets. So because these are cabinets, I went with a semi-gloss sheen. I wanted the raw wood part of the cabinets to kind of stand out against the wall. So that's why I went with the same color on both. So the next day I got to start painting the walls of the room. Like I said, my goal was to just brighten this room up. I've seen so many people talking about Chantilly lace, and it really is the perfect white. I love the way that things stand out against a white background, so you can go kind of crazy with other colors in the room. Something cool I wanted to share: if you have a hard time deciding on paint colors and really just need to visualize it, you can download Benjamin Moore's Color Portfolio app to see what different colors would look like in your space using your own pictures. The app makes it so simple to get inspired by colors from the comfort of your home. So as you can see here, you can view virtual fan decks, you can save color choices, and you can use the visualizers to try on colors like on your own walls. So you just take photos from your own phone and you can see what the colors will look like in your room in real time. And I think that's such a cool way to figure things out. And you can actually order their paint now online. If you click the link down in my description, you can order Benjamin Moore's paint so you can start your project at home. I would love to see what you guys come up with. Exciting news, painting is finally done, except for the next step in the painting process, but the white painting is done. Here is the gist of the room. This is what you're seeing over here, what's to come on our little bottom parts of the cabinets. Basket, couch. Now that the white is done, I get to move on to this beauty right here. Let me show you how I am going to make that happen. See this little nail right here, center of the circle? I'm going to attach a string to this nail, and I've also marked out the edges on each edge, top and bottom, and then I will be drawing with the string the circle that I will be then painting by hand tomorrow. I'm still deciding on the colors that I want to go with. Really like all of these options because I have something that's going on the bottom of these cabinets. They get here 2 days from now. That will tie in with the color of the circle and the other colors in the room. My package finally arrived. It came without an end cap, so I'm hoping that nothing is damaged. I'm guessing that it fell off in the mail. Ooh, pretty. Look how cute that is. These are the decals that I got for the doors. I hope I can spread them out and have it make sense still. I want to bring in one of the oranges or like the pale, this color right here, to use on the wall. I like these stickers, they're really good. I will say they did not do a very good job of cutting where the actual color is. Basically wasted this strip right here, and then I have some white on the bottom. So if you're not planning on putting this against something white, it would be noticeable. Regal Select in Eggshell. The white went on so smoothly and it looks so fresh. I keep walking by the room and just like stopping and eyeballing it. This is the first of 2 coats I did for this orange color. It is called Adobe Dust and it is bold and saturated and beautiful. I'm really loving the oranges right now. It kind of ties into what I did in the closet, but you'll see here I'm going to be adding some shelves to this circle soon. I was really torn between doing like a turquoise blue over here, but I am so excited and happy with how this turned out. So I went ahead and cut all my boards downstairs, did a good amount of math that I did not film, and then I painted over them with the same Adobe Dust color. Believe it or not, the couch is here. I'm so stoked. Yes, all of these boxes include a couch. If you've seen our living room makeover, then you know what's about to go down. I guess technically there's a couple ottomans in here as well. You really think that I can get the entire couch upstairs by myself. That's the cool part about this. So we have this very narrow stairway. As you can tell, it has a turn in it. So it's always been really difficult to get furniture up here. Specifically, one of the reasons that I picked this couch because I knew I could get it upstairs really easily. And then whenever we have to take it back downstairs, it disassembles really easily to get it downstairs. Before we unpack, let's talk planning the home reserve sofa for a second. I actually ordered this back before I made any other decisions for colors in the room. Right away I was drawn to these 2 fabrics, Retriever Ice and Retriever Atlantic, simply because they were the softest. I really love the feel of these. I thought it'll be nice to have something cozy in the playroom. I narrowed it down from these 2 to my dark blue. I thought that it could go well with either of the rugs. I wasn't really going for this beige color at all. So that left me with familiar neutral or something really cool and out of the box, which would be this Maltese copper. I went back and forth for honestly weeks. In the end, I came back to my tried and true, a neutral color, so that I could do pops of color on the wall and on the floor and on the cabinets themselves and not worry about it having to clash with the rug. So everything in the room becomes quick and easy changes if I ever want to change them up, and the couch is my main neutral. Assembling these is pretty much just like a puzzle. It just takes time. Biggest reason I love them is that every single piece of fabric comes off and can go in the wash. We have the stain resistant and washable material, so I am able to go with a really light color and not worry about it around the girls or around our dog. Okay, I'm really excited about this color. We went with the Maltese Silver Gray. tray. This is the same fabric and material as our living room couch. If you guys want to check out Home Reserve, I will put a link for them down in the description box. I love that everything is modular and customizable. Quick little tour around the room so you can see things a little closer up. We have to start with this beautiful sofa. I love how it turned out. I ended up with one extra piece of the sofa, but after setting it up like this, I'm really a fan of the symmetrical look and the fact that it just takes this corner. It just feels like it's this corner, this cozy little corner. One of the important things for the sofa for me was that this specific sofa has storage inside of every single seat and all of the ottomans. I didn't want to lose out entirely in the space in the playroom, so I am now able to store extra things, whether they be toys, books, etc. in here, and we are wasting no space. Got some pillows. These are all from World Market, and everything will be linked in the description if you're looking for it. Love this little round guy. He's my favorite. The big change for the window was this curtain rod. These are the most affordable curtains. Easy way to change up the room. Honestly, one of the biggest ways to change up the room is changing up the curtains and the height that you put your curtains at. The other thing I did for this window was to swap out the blinds that we had in here. I've put these all over our house now. They're about $25 each, so super affordable, and you can cut them to your own size at home. They're obviously not blackout. I actually really like the way that they filter light in the room. For this room, we don't necessarily need it to be dark ever, so I like the privacy that it provides, but it's still leaving the light coming in the room. Onto the circle, which might be my very favorite part of the room. I'm having a really hard time deciding because I'm a big fan of the cabinets too. The circle and the cabinets are my Pinterest dreams come true. Since I went with the neutral couch, I meant I could go bolder in the color of my circles. So I went with this orange to tie into some of the pieces of the terrazzo on the cabinet. Such a showstopper in here. Down below the circle, which I could talk about all day, I've got a little basket that I picked up from IKEA, just for blankets, extra dolls. My next favorite part of the room, these cabinets. I am so happy with how these turned out. I had an idea in my head, I photoshopped the idea, and basically this is exactly what I was picturing. I wanted the cabinets to kind of look like they got dipped into some paint, and I think that these are so cool and so unique. I don't know of anybody else that has these. On top of the cabinet, we just have our extra paper for coloring. We can pull that out, put it on the table. This is the girls' dollhouse from IKEA. We can pull that down whenever we want to play with it. Our weather station, when we did this, it was rainy. Today is kind of on the cloudy side. Inside of the cabinets, the thing that was holding me back from going with all cabinets was the fact that the doors would hide the toys from the girls, and they wouldn't be able to just come in and see them and be invited to play. But we've had these out for probably a few weeks now, and so far everything has been great. Honestly, I think it's been better having the doors on the cabinets. Just been picking one toy and putting it on the table, playing with it, and putting it back, and I've just been shocked watching them. This system has worked so well for us. I forgot to talk about some of our toys, actually. I'm gonna link the toys down below if you're interested in looking for those. Most of our toys that you see displayed here are from our Love Every kits. If you guys haven't tried them out, they're Montessori themed toys, and they are all based specifically on your kids' age groups, and they have already figured out what is best, like what they need developmentally at the age that they're at, and the toys are designed specifically for them. We've been using these kits for, I mean, probably a year now. We've got several different ones, and that's what the toys that you see out here. My girls play with these toys better than any of the other toys that they have because they are really specifically aimed at them. So I will leave my Love Every link down below. I like to display some other things in the baskets. They can grab the basket, take it out and play it. But a lot of their toys are wooden, and they're really, really great quality. I left a couple of these blank because Christmas is coming up, and I knew that we'll have a few new things over in here. The other nice thing about the cabinets is I could pick where I wanted the shelves, so based on how big some of the toys are. Over here, these are from IKEA. These are 2 of the little Lego display things that they had, but I thought these would be perfect for the girls' little figures, and they've already been playing with them over here. It's down at their level so that they can hang out and play. And then we've got our IKEA bookshelf with some of our books, and I hung up some of their dress-up clothes. On the wall, if you remember the girls' bedroom makeover, I have one of these in there. This cloth you can color on with washable markers and washable crayons, and then it throws in the wash and everything comes right off, which I think is so cool because, like I've mentioned before, it's really nice to display. It's really cute. Also, it's functional. It's an activity for the girls. Last couple things. This is our rug from Boutique Rugs. They have the best prices on rugs, and honestly, every rug that we have from them is such a good quality. I think almost every rug in our house you will see is from Boutique Rugs. I have a big discount code if you want to try it. They generally have the best prices. Lastly, instead of a coffee table, I wanted to opt for a kids table that could kind of like look like it is a coffee table. From Pottery Barn originally, but was $30 on Facebook Marketplace. So it is a quality table. I picked up these little stools from IKEA to go with the table. You might have seen this in the Photoshop at the beginning, but I have one piece that has not come in yet, but I needed to film this video, so I couldn't wait any longer. And that is a rainbow rocker arch from, I don't know how to say it, Wiwikura. I will put it on the screen here. So beautiful, and the girls are gonna love that. Whenever it comes, I'll show you when I set it up. So that is the playroom tour. So that is the playroom. We have been using it for a few weeks now, and it is so much more functional. I love that I can hang out over here and I can be working a little bit while the girls are playing. Like I said, they have been playing so well together. If you guys liked it, thumbs up and like this video. Comment down below and let me know maybe what your favorite part of the room was, or something that you would maybe try at home. And if you do ever try anything at home, come over to Instagram and tag me so I can see what you guys did. If you are new, consider subscribing. I always have other makeovers that I'm working on, and I'd love to hang out with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy cleaning!